And hello, everyone. Welcome back to FPL in the Trenches, Frontline Prediction League in the Trenches, Frontline League over on X, and Frontline Prediction League right here on YouTube. Like, favorite, subscribe, all that fun stuff. We do appreciate it. I am your co-host, Scott. Joining me, as always, is BeerMe. BeerMe, how are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. How about yourself, Scott?
I'm doing good as I yawn as we talk about that. We both just yawned as I hit record as well, so yeah. Um,
hmm
we're good. We've had good weather here. It the newsflash, everybody. It is Thursday, June 5th. We recorded a podcast episode Wednesday, June 4th. We always talk weather on that one. It's been sunny. It's been warm. It's been nice. Keep an eye out for that episode coming up in the near future. But that's Top of the Card Pod on Twitter, on X, at Top of the Card Podcast. We get podcasts. But this here is the Frontline Prediction League, and we got Money in the Bank this weekend. And you'll notice, no, there's no Worlds Collide because we're just doing Money in the Bank. That is something that could be opened up down the line because we have always looked at different shows and different things. We have dropped Ring of Honor, which is literally 3 or 4 shows overall of the year. Not a huge loss if you want to look at it that way, like numbers wise. So we're not like we're looking to replace it. Truth be told, the TNA Plus shows would probably be added before anything else would. But that's literally one a month, sometimes two in the case of, I think April they had like Unbreakable and something else along with Rebellion. Yeah. We're not in any rush to add anything, as you've probably seen watching along. We have plenty. There is lots to work with. There's lots of title matches, lots of storyline stuff happening, lots happening. But, we'll see what Worlds Collide ends up being through the years. I didn't really mean through the years, but really, like, will they do quarterly shows or annual shows or something? And will it be an actual PLE next time, not a YouTube special and whatnot? So we're well aware. We're keeping an eye. We're watching. Really, what happened is they got Grand Slam Australia. We're like, oh, it's going to be a show, right? Like, it's going to be one that we cover. Oh, no, it's a TV show. It's in, like, an episode. Oh, got it. So that's what happened here. It really is a different kind of show. It'd be fun to cover, but we're not hard-pressed for stuff. We're going to cover the stuff that we do and look at it down the line, and we'll see what happens from there. But that does mean Money in the Bank is the sole show this weekend. It is Saturday, July 7th in LA. CT will be there, and at Worlds Collide for that matter. So I'll say that right up front. The results for this won't be out till likely Sunday morning, just because he's going to be there and then get home and then fiddle with stuff with the write-ups and whatnot. So that's fine. It's a good thing. It's not going to come out immediately afterwards, so apologies there, but it will be coming. But we do have the final rundown here, BeerMe, for our version of FPL Money in the Bank. And I think we both have a Night of Champions match to announce as well. So we'll talk about that as we dive in here. But let's do exactly that and dive in, BeerMe. We have the World Championship. Daisy Knoll, in her third reign, is defending against former American champion Will Colt. Who've you got in this moment? It's hard to bet against Daisy, but will Colt continue what has been a meteoric ascension? And I believe if he wins this title, he'll be another one to kind of win it like very quickly, because Daisy did technically, and Blake did back when he had it. So this could be a forbidden door type of like that door just brings in winners type situation. But I think Daisy's got it personally. Who do you think?
There goes Will Colt.
I think I would say the upset, but the challenger, not the upset.
Yeah, there goes Will.
Well, how about Money in the Bank itself? We have you. We have BeerMe, Jesus. We have Captain Krulix Blackwell. We have Danny the Light Jordison. We have Hero Shin Moses. We have I almost said Hero Hunter Williams. It's not Hero Hunter Williams. It's the Alpha Dog, the Alpha Hunter Williams. Kurt Colt, Payne, and Monkey Bong. So Monkey Bong did earn his way into this from the Casino Battle Royal. Kurt Colt and Danny Light Jordison are an actual tag team with both members in here of the Light of the Cult. BeerMe, you're part of FBU. Cap, multi-time champion, Hero champion, Hunter champion. Everybody's like Payne, the first Rumble winner. This is a heavy hitter section, but full of a lot of people that have been looking to win the world title. And that is, our Money in the Bank is only for the world title. It's not for a mid-tier or a tag or anything. It's only eligible for the world championship. It would be a first-time situation for everybody in this, yourself included. You were a JRPL champ back in the day, but For this, I mean, I don't bet against you often, but Monkey Bong is just like, it's Monkey Bong.
I know, man. He's on a roll.
How confident are you going into this, knowing that we have a 4-match show to put picks in on? So even right there, ladder match, no one's getting 5, so it is points based. So you've got to be correct with your points on 2 Money in the Bank ladder matches plus a big tag and the women's IC title. Boatload of bonuses. We'll look at that page here in a second. Actually, we'll do it right now. There it is. Boom. There's your picks page. Put your picks in right now. Who's winning? LA Knight, Penta, Seth, Alexa, Julia, Stephanie, Cody, John, Lyra, Becky, and then bonuses. So go put your picks in for that. The page is there right now as we speak. But knowing that, how confident are you going into this BeerMe? Because I'll tell you right now, I'm not confident whatsoever. I'm not even in Money in the Bank. I've been in one of them, and I did real bad. So
I think I have a good grasp on this card. It's just, honestly, it's going to come down to the bonuses, I think.
Yep.
So hopefully I can get more right than my opponents and win. But Monkey Bong's on a heater. It's hard to bet against that guy. Man, Monkey, you know.
Well, that is one contender kind of being made. Another is the North American Clash final. It is Bane the Bissa versus Rab, the American champion side versus the Canadian champion side, and Rab has been very successful at Watson Rules. This is not that. Bane did go through a hardcore match and a death match. This is not that. This is straight up regular one-on-one. The winner of this will challenge the American champion or the Canadian champion at Night of Champions. So, and I say another contender because literally the Money in the Bank holder could also cash in there if they wanted. Like, it's 1 year, here we go. But Bane the Bissa versus Rab. I'm kind of leaning toward Rab on this because I like this, like, out of nowhere ascension. It's fun.
I am too.
It's a small card though, so I don't know. It's not NXT either, and that's kind of where Rab usually does good. But I like either winner. I really, really like either winner for that. I like the storylines that go with either winner as well. It's a lot of fun, and we'll see what happens from there. Next up is the FPL Continental Tag Team Championship. Obviously, the biggest challenge for the reaction is the former 2-time champions, the Kings of the Ring. So, CT and Luke have challenged many, many times. Bash and Brooke and Nerd, 2-time champs. I don't want to say they're the favorite, but really, historically speaking, they kind of are, like, statistically. But it's Money in the Bank. It's a weird show. I'm kind of leaning toward reaction retaining, or, as history has shown, a draw. But I know you're picking FPU, right? You're picking the Kings on this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the Kings get in there.
Excuse me. Safe money is on that, but I'm kind of leaning towards reaction retaining somehow. Not entirely sure, but I'm kind of thinking that right now. This is the moment. We do have the FPL Canadian Championship being defended. Eddie Wood versus me. It's weird saying Eddie Wood. It's Eddie Chairshot Wood versus me, Scott. Watson Rules match. Eddie does have a -5 coming into this because of the no-show thing from Double or Nothing, so I really, really hope I don't lose this because there's only 4 matches. There's not a lot of points going around already as it is, but I've had bad luck. So, but it is Money in the Bank. That's where I tried last time in Toronto, and here I try in LA, so let's see what happens here. How confident are you that I can get this done, BeerMe? Because I'm not. Even with this dumbass card and -5, I am not confident. And that's not good.
I think you'll get it done.
Well, depending how that goes and depending how the NAC goes, we will have a new contender between either the American or Canadian because it's a triple threat match with Jackson Myrtle, Mark Steele, and Matt Zion. The winner of that will face the other champion the NAC winner does not pick. So, if Bane the Bissa wins and challenges the American champion, the winner of this match, Jackson, Mark, and Matt, will face the Canadian champion. If Bane wins and picks the Canadian, the winner of the triple threat will face the American, and vice versa if Rab wins. So Bane or Rab, whoever wins and whoever they pick, this triple threat picks the other one. And these are guys that made it further along in the tournament from both sides. It's a little bit of our border cross thing before, but not the full loser bracket. So it makes sense these guys have been in the discussion. Didn't quite get there, so another win puts them back, which is usually how I kind of talk about it. Like one more win gets you back on track, gets you in title contention. That's what this is. Had they had one more win, they'd be in the final or close to it, right? So this is kind of like a bit of a loser bracket round robin, try again. I normally don't bet against Matt, but there's only 4 matches. That doesn't bode him well. But if he gets it right, he's going to get big points. So I'm still picking Matt Zion on this, crazily enough. Jackson Myrtle and Mark Steele are probably safer bets, but I'm picking Matt. I just don't not. But who have you got for this triple threat?
I'm going to go with Jackson Myrtle.
I had a feeling you might go that way. It's hard to bet against Jackson. Jackson's been doing quite well. So let's see. Un-Americans explode as the Gaffer faces Supreme Rock. I'm kind of leaning toward Gaffer on this one personally. Who you got?
I'm going to go Supreme Rock.
All right. I'm biased on this one. Cam Popplestone, 1-on-1 with Redhead 12. You know my vote with Red. Who you got? An angry Cam. An angry Cam after that world title loss? I thought so. We do have Diamond Syndicate, RGX returning, and Orstella versus Monster Mash, El Cid, and Memories. I'm picking Diamond Syndicate on that.
Same.
And we have Boonjaw versus Wookie. I got Wookie.
Boonjaw.
Okay. We do have kickoff show matches. We mentioned these before, but let's go through. We got Atlas Kiyama versus Ralantando. Atlas is the FPL European champion, I think. Yeah, it doesn't say non-title, but that's what threw me off. But I'm picking Atlas on that.
Yeah, same.
GMSG versus Kevin Dynamite. I don't bet against GMSG. Sorry, Kevin.
Yeah, GMSG.
The Arbiter versus Aiden Mack. I'm leaning Aiden on that one.
Yeah.
Mac and Cheese versus Sheriff Dog. It's one third of the Trios champions. Mac there.
I'm going to go Sheriff Dog.
Yeah, I'm thinking Sheriff too. Another of the trio champions, Lucifer versus Mark Harper. I kind of like Lucifer on this one.
Yeah.
And the other third of those trios champions is Monkey Bong. He's in Money in the Bank. Eli versus JJ Rocky. Kind of lean toward Eli. He's been...
yeah.
JJ, this could be that turnaround, though, so I can see it. 3J Platinum versus Jonathan Monroe. 3J's been going crazy. So.
That is true, but I'm going to go with Jonathan Monroe.
Okay. CM Carlito versus James Blake. I don't bet against Blake often, so Blake.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, James Blake.
Pushino versus Omega G. Omega G could sneak that win out. He's been looking for that big win. This could be it, but I'm going with Pushino right now.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Pushino as well.
X versus Papa Snooch. X. And Judge versus Rufus Bear. I'm leading Judge on that one.
I'm going to go with the Bear.
Okay. And we have question marks, but we don't have matches to announce for that. I've got one for Night of Champions, as do you. And that is coming up Saturday, June 28th, Saudi Arabia show. So I do believe that'll be like a 3 p.m. kind of thing. It is Saudi Arabia, so it is, even though it's a main show, it is not a mandatory one. We do understand that. So if people don't want to be on that one, that's fine. It will not count against you for any kind of thing for standings or whatnot. No harm there. The World Championship will be defended. It will be either Daisy Knoll or Will Colt versus a challenger to be named.
I have that challenger.
Oh, well, let's go with that one right now.
It will be Redhead 12.
Red's getting the shot there. Okay. Oh, I'm betting on Red. Will Colt versus Red. I'm leaning toward Red. And Daisy Knoll versus Red. I'm leaning Red both ways, obviously. But those are both tough matches.
Mm-hmm.
We'll talk more about that as June comes to an end. We're only on the 5th.
Yeah.
We'll get down there. There will be a Canadian Championship match. It'll be either Eddie Wood or myself defending against a challenger to be named. The American Championship will be defended by the GMSG in his next defense, so he's not defending anytime soon. It'll be there. Well, June 28th is still soon, but he'll be defending it there, as will the Tag Championship. So the Continental Tag Team titles will be defended by either the Reaction or the Kings of the Ring versus challengers to be named. So obviously much more on that after this weekend show in the next couple weeks. And even the European Championship is being defended because, like I said, we did lose Worlds Collide. I believe it was being defended there along with the Triad title. That Triad title defense has been moved to Great American Bash or Slammiversary. I forget which one it is. But here, Atlas Kiyama is defending against the Arbiter. So that's there. I have a match to announce. It's not a title match. It's none of those. It is quite simply, as I scroll back up here for Money in the Bank, because it's just one match, we'll just talk briefly. It is you, BeerMe Jesus, going one-on-one with Monkey Bong at Night of Champions in Saudi Arabia. Who you pick?
I'm gonna pick myself,
Yeah,
but again, Monkey Bong is just on such a roll.
He could be Mr. Monkey in the Bank at that point.
It's like Super Monkey Ball right now. He's just on a roll.
Yeah.
Mhm.
As of right now, I don't bet against Monkey Bong. So
Right.
I pick him over you on that one. A lot could change
That's
in
fair.
3 weeks. We could see.
I don't blame you.
I mean, you could be Mr. Money in the Bank at that point.
I hope so. That would be cool.
And you could cash in that night.
Good.
You'll probably wait till NXT, though, when it's a little more secure. Or is there a Chicago show coming up, a little more closer to home?
I don't know. That's a
But
good
I
question.
think we just kind of ran through the Chicago shows. There's
Yeah.
All Out is Toronto, I think. All In, obviously, in Texas. That could be a big one to do it at, too. There's SummerSlam. You just do it there. It's fine. But we'll figure that out.
Right.
But that's all we got, guys. The show is coming up this weekend. Again, I believe it's a 7 o'clock show with a 6 o'clock pre-show, so a 5 o'clock Eastern deadline. Do get your picks in. There's the page right there. Boom. Put your picks in for this one. You don't want to miss it. We do want to have a lot of fun with this one. As mentioned, it will be a little bit wonky because CT normally is running things like the live results. The live results. I believe GMSG will be doing that one. CT is getting stuff all prepped and planned, and we're getting stuff as much as we can, but he's going to actually be there. It's in his area. He'll be at Survivor Series as well, because that's literally in his hometown. So, pretty awesome that he'll be able to go to those. It's pretty fun. We'll get some live reports afterwards, I'm sure. But the FPL results will be a bit delayed because of that. It'll be the next day. Oh, well. It'll be fine. But I'll leave it at that, Beer. Anything else you want to say here before we go?
Just good luck to everybody this weekend, and make sure you get your picks in.
Sounds good. The picks page is there, like I said. It is all available through Frontline Prediction League right here on YouTube. Like, favorite, subscribe. Frontline League over on X. Follow along there as well. That and the top of the card both go to the same Discord, which is where you can see this picks page, that booking page as well as character chat. Live event stuff right now. It's 9:30 Eastern, so Impact is on currently. We'll be in voice chat on the weekend. There's a lot of fun stuff in there. I'm going to do a character chat promo momentarily as well. There's a lot of fun stuff going on in there. We do appreciate that, so do check all that stuff out. And yeah, we'll leave it at that. Thanks again, everybody. Have a good night.